I'm David Patty.
I'm Kathy Nickles.
And I'm Jim Houston. Welcome to this segment of Real Estate Today.
Today we wanted to talk a little bit about the market and how it's being driven in a different direction. We have all been just really caught off guard this past year. You know, in 2020 it was the pandemic that just really changed things, and then this year we're dealing with pandemic again, but the out-of-state buyers have been just flooding the phone lines. I mean, we're just getting calls all the time from out-of-state buyers, and they're bringing cash, so they're competing at a higher level sometimes. But then we've got all of our local buyers that are getting lower interest rates, phenomenally lower interest rates. So they're wanting to buy, and they can buy more, and it's really changed the dynamics. I mean,
it's created the perfect storm in this area. I mean,
yes.
Literally, when you talk about out-of-state buyers who the real estate appraisals are much higher in some of these other surrounding states and perimeter states, and then first-time home buyers or just with the interest rates,
right.
People are basically moving out of their homes because they've been landlocked or been locked in their homes for the last year.
Right.
They want out. They want to buy a new home. And so we've got out-of-state buyers and low interest rates here creating a great market for us. Unfortunately, for some of those buyers, you know, we're sitting here as everybody is competing on the houses. They're sitting here and buyers are coming through here and making offers on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses,
right.
And they're losing. They're losing those bids.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what we need to keep in mind with the relocation is that we're the natural state. People are getting a little frustrated with some of the environmental issues that are taking place. They're wanting to get away from the stress and the high anxiety that goes along with living in particular locations. And Arkansas is just perfect for them. We've got a lot of buyers that have come in. We've had a number of ones that have come in and bought homes sight unseen. To take advantage of the Arkansas environment, to participate in the great outdoors that we have here and everything that it offers everyone: hunting, fishing, boating. And we've got everything from the best art museum and up at Crystal Bridges. We've got the Clinton Library. We've got a lot of different, very strong properties out there that are drawing people to Arkansas. And we really have focused on that and have been very, very successful.
I've had several buyers from California, and you touched on that a minute ago, that they're wanting to come here to get away from there. The property values are phenomenal in California, so the buyers there are selling their homes, and then they have so much money, they're buying homes here. They can pay more than market value to beat out some of these bidders on these houses, and then they have money left over to live on. So I mean, there's a flood of California buyers. I've had some buyers from Florida. I've got a buyer, you said they're buying sight unseen. I've got a buyer who is coming in from Florida and made an offer on a couple of homes, didn't get it, got this home. I went out with him, he came up, we went out, we looked at properties, didn't get one. He called, I went and did some video tours with him. I FaceTimed and showed him property. We didn't get that. This one, he just saw it online and was like, Kathy, I want it, make the offer. He hasn't seen it, I haven't seen it. We're doing inspection Monday, and I'm gonna do a video tour for him then. But I'm not nervous he's not gonna buy it. I mean, that's his house, and that's how he's going about it.
And Jim, you've had some.
I've had.
Great success.
I'm on my third right now. I had one gentleman. He wasn't an out-of-state buyer, but he was living in Northeast Arkansas and essentially found this property that he wanted to buy. And we went through the entire sales process with FaceTiming and with pictures, and he saw the house for the first time at closing.
It was just and that's the way my Florida guy will probably be.
Yeah, and it's movement across the United States.
Yes.
It's not necessarily from the East Coast or the West Coast. I mean, I've sold just recently a farm and acreage to an individual from Oklahoma that just liked the way the land looked in the area and made the decision, and we're closing in about 2 weeks.
Yes. And that goes back to our profession also as realtors. You know, you look at it And when you see with the number of out-of-state buyers, or the number of, I don't want to say absentee buyers, but buyers that just cannot get here to see the properties, that it's extremely important for us as realtors, if we're representing you to sell your property, we need to put this property, put it in its best foot forward, do the videos that need to be done, do the pictures that need to show your property to its best. Because honestly, we've got couples coming in, individuals coming in buying properties, and we all have seen this. People are buying properties based on the pictures and the drone videos and or the acreage and or the area, and essentially they're making offers on properties that they have not even seen.
I think one of the things that we're trying to attempt with this video is make everyone aware of that. But then, we live in a great state. There's a lot of great things to do here, and it's a great place to raise your family. And we're just wanting to get that out and to promote Arkansas. And
Arkansas is a natural state.
Exactly. And ERA is a natural company, so we would more than like to work with you. So
it's such a good fit.
I think we can work together and find exactly what any individual is looking for.
But I mean, to your point about Arkansas being the natural state, when you look at water sports, you look at hiking, you look at mountaineering, you look at the music scene, you look at the craft beer scene, you look at the urban areas. I mean, you look at all these things. Arkansas's got a little bit for everybody.
Right.
We don't have the huge offerings of a New York or an LA, but we've got a little bit for everybody, and then everybody can basically find what they want in this state.
Right. And the interest rates are staying at their phenomenal low rate.
It's perfect time.
And I've heard it's going to be here for probably another year, and nobody knows. Nobody has a crystal ball, but every time it seems like when we get together and have a meeting with the office, everyone's like, well, you remember back when interest rates were this, and I bought my first house with interest rate at 18%, and everybody's just like, no way. Why in the world? How could you? But it's a whole different world out there.
You're right. Well, I'm pretty much said everything I need to say. So there we go.
Listen, everybody, again, this video is about touting the state of Arkansas and about explaining to everybody and kind of demonstrating to everybody what we as realtors are going through as the market changes, because the market dynamics that we saw and the way that we sold business 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, we're selling in a different mindset and a different business model today than we were, again, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. So we're adapting to the change. We hope that you will work with us.
Right.
Contact one of our agents here at ERA, and we will all work with you to the best of our abilities to sell you that right property, either to list your property and sell it right and sell it quick and sell it to the most money, and or if you're buying, finding that property that fits what you're looking for.
Right.
Exactly. No better way to say it.
Exactly. And I didn't used to tout Arkansas. When I'm looking for buyers or sellers, I didn't try to convince them about what good things are here in Arkansas. It's just totally different.
Yeah.
We've got those out-of-state buyers now, so we've got to know about our state as well as our local community.
It all goes back to that.
Yeah. But it's fun. I wouldn't do anything else.
There you go.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank
All
you.
right, see ya. If you have any questions or comments about today's segment of Real Estate Today, please give us a call at 501-327-6731 or our direct phone numbers listed below.
Is it easier for you?
What?
Change pose. Change
La
pose.
la la la.
Okay, Olin Hills, let's go.
Okay, are we all doing this gym pose?
Yes.
You gotta stop.
That's what you're doing. It's the gym pose today.
Yes.
I'm trying not to move my hands, but everybody says I move my hands too much.
I don't know why.
Wait.
That was again giggly, but that's fine with me. It's fine.
Candy, stop your giggling.
Okay, I quit.
You giggles and you jiggles and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Hello. Today we wanted to come to you and talk about today's market.
Wait just a minute. He's a real.
I'm like, what? Is that real or what?
Okay.
You just started and I didn't even know. I guess that's kind of the way this
Yes.
is going to go.
Yeah.
3. Wait till everybody stops.
We're not
Wait
doing
till everybody's looking. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
It's been a long time. And we've been in that hot sweat
Yes.
room making a video.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Post.
Post.
Oh, see, wasn't that
All
easy?
right.
Go for it, guys. I'm just going to drink my coffee.